wesilisa omude onebala elimnyama futhi namadlebe anjani mhlawumbe ilokozami lomakho unjani.
Thank you. So it is very imperative when a person or when a witness says, I have seen this person, then thereafter immediately go on to describe how that person looked like. Not so.
Futhi ayisindwe vamthi mhlangezeke uma ngabe umuntu asethi umuntu oyedwa athi umbonile ke umuntu othizeni noma isigebengu sithizeni kepha asho ukuthi isigebengu leso ke sumuntu ubukeka ngendlela ehamba kanjena akusinjalo yini.
Yes, it is imperative, my lord, but insofar as those witnesses who can identify suspects, because you will get witnesses at some stage when they are attacked, they get shocked to an extent that they will say, even in the affidavit, I will not be able to identify the perpetrator except to describe the event. So it does not mean necessarily that it's a golden rule that when there's an attack, a victim will be able to identify a suspect.
Asathi yebo esikhathini esiningi kuvame ukuthi kube njalo ke kepha ke kwesinye isikhathi kuvame ukuthi mhlambe ke umuntu uma bemhlasela ke angakhoni ukukhuluma mayelana nesikhangiso somuntu odamhlasela ukuthi kade kumuntu obukeka kanjani ke ngembanga ukuthi mhlambe uzeke asaba nomhlambe ukwenzeke lokho ngokuthi nakade ethukile ngesikhathi esenzeka lokho futhi bavame ukuthi babhale futhi uhlelo lwabo lama affidavit ukuthi cha ngeke bakhonti basho ukuthi umuntu loyo umuntu obukeka kanjani ngokwesimo sakhe.
Thank you, Brigadier. I don't want to make a mountain out of this and small. So what you're basically saying, when a person says, I am able to identify the person, and this is how the person that I saw looked like, then the description becomes paramount of the person that it is alleged that it was seen by this particular witness. Not so.
Ushuthi aksiloqiniso yini akusinjalo ukuthi uma umuntu athi lo muntu owenze ubudedengu udlame nomhlambi kulapho umthetho loloke umuntu ubukeka ngendlela ekanjena ke futhi ngimbonile futhi ngasho ukuthi umuntu onjani.
Yes, it does, my lord.
Yebo vamthi kube njalo ke.
Thank you, Brigadier. Simpiwe statement. You said Simpiwe statement was read into record. Did you say that under correction or did you say that as a fact?
Ukhulumile ke mina ne statement saka Simpiwe. Ngabe bokhuluma ukuthi basifunda la enkantolo basifunda ngaphambi ukuthi bashicilele mabulungisa nje inkulumo yakho.
No, I said it as a fact, my lord, and I can repeat it that, and I recall exactly, that it was at the time when the issues, the dockets relating to Sergeant Mohane were in dispute as to where were they when they had to be produced, and I produced them in this court. Thereafter, my lord, the late Mr. Mgomezulu took me through a specific statement by Mr. Simpiwe Memela to say, but this, not Memela, Simpiwe Butelis, to say, but these statements, you will find it in all these dockets. So I had to explain that, yes, as much as it's one statement, but it relates to different incidences. That is why it's one statement, then populated into all this docket. And I tried to summarize what it contains. When it became clear, my lord, that we're not finding each other, that's when I was asked to read that statement into record, my lord, and I read it.
Uyasuthi lokho ukushilo njengento eyenzeka ngoba ke lokho ukukhumula nje ngesikhathi lesumeli ongasekho sole washona umnumzana ngomezi kodwa asho khona nje lama statement lawo uyawathola ku wonke lama docket wasuthi yebo ke kula kade khona ke bengaboni ngasonye yena ke nomeli loyo ke kula futhi kwaphoqa ukuthi kagcine ke akufunda lokho kade kugethwe ngaphakathi ku statement noma lokho kade kubhaliwe ngaphakathi ku statement ukuthi akufunde lana afundele inkantolo.
Thank you, Brigadier. You know, I don't want to dispute what you're saying, but my memory tells me something different. I think the only record that we can have is just to go into the record, just to put the record straight again for record purposes.
Uyasho khona kumele uthi uyakubonga ngalokho kepha yena mina nokukhumbula kwakhe akakhumbula ukuthi kusenzeka lenkantolo kepha ke uma ngaba sathi siphinde sifuthi sibile ku record.
My lord, I read it. I do have a recollection of that.
Uyasho ukuthi ukufunda lokho ke futhi akukhumbule kufunda lapha kwenkantolo.
But the question is, was it handed up?
No, that I will not have a recollection, my lord. What I recall is that I read it because the court, like I said, my lord, said let's read it because there was a dispute.
I remember.
When it was whether it was.
When I said you two senior persons.
Yes, my lord.
So you're reading the same document, but you're not giving it the same interpretation.
Indeed, my lord. Indeed.
Manje inkosi enkantolo kade ibuza ukuthi ngabe ke document lelo ke baletha ngaphambi kwenkantolo yini yabo noma cha athi umfakazi akakhumbuli lapho ke kepha ke mala ukukhumbula kwakhe ke kwafunda lokho lenkantolo futhi kula kade kungekho khona ukuzwana kahle phakathi kwakhe futhi nomeli osele angekho sewashona.
Thank you, Brigadier. As I'm saying, both me and you and all the colleagues here are officers of the court. We'll give ourselves the task to go and verify the information so that when we come back, then we are able to present an exact position as to what happened with, in relation to Simpiwe statement. Thank you.
Yabonga ke umeli futhi exa ukuthi njengoba sikhona lenkantolo sonke ke lenkantolo sinabasebenzi balenkantolo futhi eqethathu isikhathi ukuthi bafunde futhi ke uhlelo lelo lestatement
my colleague, if you can be of assistance, my colleague tells me that it was read out on the 23rd of January 2024.
No, but the question is leading to the reading out. Are they annotated there?
I'm just quickly.
Yeah, fine.
Yes.
Yeah, just because I recall saying that you're differing on reading the same document.
Yes. Yeah. In fact, the court said, I don't want secrets. Just read the statement, and it was then read into the record. At line 20.
Yeah.
Forward. Yes.
kade akhuluma khona ke njalo umthutshiso khona enkantolo ukuthi akafuni ukuthi aphazamiseke inkulumo kammeli kepha-ke uhlelo lolu-ke noma mhlawumbe istatement lesi basifunda le nkantolo ngelanga lange-23 inyaka kaJanuwari ngomnyaka ka-2024 futhi lapho-ke kuline kumugqa wesi-20 ubheka phambili futhi inkantolo yathi khona-ke ayifuni ukuthi kube neyimfihlo le nkantolo kula safundwa khona-ke.
Thank you, Brigadier, and thank you, Advocate Baloyi, for that information. Now, then the court further asked you today as to who took the statement from Simpiwe, and then you said you personally took it from Simpiwe.
Futhi inkantolo ibuzile yabonga ke ummeli kumnumzana uAdvocate Baloyi futhi basho kumfakazi njengamanje ukuthi inkantolo nayo futhi ibuzile ukuthi ngabe ubani owathatha istatement sakaSimpiwe ke bese umfakazi washo ukuthi uyena mathupha.
Yes, my lord, that was the answer, but it should be noted, my lord, that I referred there were two statements. That's why I just indicated now that we are talking about the cases that were investigated by Sergeant Mokhane. But the very same individual made a statement in this docket 636 of 10/2014, and that statement was taken by me and commissioned by me.
Uyasho khona njalo ukuthi yebo ke kepha ukhumulisa lapho sikhuluma amacala amaningi ehlukene amacala amabili ehlukene futhi nicalile le case 636/10 of 2024 kula khona ku Sergeant Mokhane wathatha khona ke statement lapho ke yena ke umfakazi okhona lenkantolo kula uyena ke wakhomishina istatement leso.
No, what I'm saying is, in case 636 of 10/2014, the statement from Simpiwe Memela was taken by me. Then there is another statement by the very same individual that is in those dockets of Marikana that were in possession of Sergeant Mokhane. That statement was taken by Sergeant Mokhane. But insofar as this one that I was referring to, my lord, where I said specifically he implicates accused 3 and 4, insofar as their involvement in this matter, that statement was taken by me and commissioned by me, and it's in this docket.
Kwenza ke isifundiswa lapho kuyasho ukuthi kule macala aseMarikana ke uyena kumnumzana uMokhale wathi athatha istatement leso ke kepha kule cala leli like a case 636/10 of 2024 uyena ke wathi statement leso ke umfakazi okhona phambi kwenkantolo futhi kwaba uyena futhi ucommissioner istatement leso sathatha kuSimpiwe mathupha.
Thank you. Now, the court further inquired from you as to the whereabouts of Simpiwe, and then you said he is now deceased.
Bese inkantolo yabuza ukuthi ngabe ukuphi uSimpiwe loyo ke bese nathi washona.
Yes, that's what I said, my lord.
Yebo yilokho ngikhulumile.
Thank you. Now, when you took, let me put it this way, this aspect relating to Simpiwe's statement that was read into record, apparently it did not receive the attention that it had to receive. But now that it is coming up again, I think we should just attend to it. Under what circumstances was this statement taken?
Mala nodaba le statement sakaSimpiwe ke ummeli athi ngitabuza ukuthi ngabe nasithatha istatement lesingaphansi kusimo esinjani.
My lord, I with greatest respect of Mnisi, I dealt with it because it appears in the confessions of one of the accused, I think accused 2, where he mentions Simpiwe. If you look at those exhibits, he mentions the name is Simpiwe, where they were exchanging firearms. And out of the collaboration, because I dealt with it in that context, that in collaborating the confessions, then we had to follow and tick certain things, and that is how I then got to Simpiwe Buthelezi.
Uyasho udaba lo selekhulumile ke ngalo ke udaba kaSimpiwe ke futhi uma ungaze ubuke mina nodaba lama confessions confession kamsolo kwesibili ngocabanga kwakhe kula khona kodwa la Simpiwe liqhamuka khona ke la kade bakhuluma khona ukuthi kulaba bashintsha bashibenza ke ushintsho lwebhamu khona ke futhi uyasho sebakhuluma ngodaba lolo ke baqedile ngalo.
Brigadier, my question is a very simple one. I am requesting you to sketch out to this court the circumstances under which you took out this statement. When did you meet Simpiwe? Where did you meet him? Where did you take him? In whose presence? Who else was there when you took this statement?
Ummeli ke uyasho ukuthi umbuzo kamuza nje futhi onciphile umbuzo nje omfushane eyakuthi ukuthi ngabe isimo lesi enahlangana naso istatement lesi nahlangana phansi kwesimo esinjani nahlangana kuphi ke bese wamthatha kaye naye kuphi ke bese nahlala kuphi ke futhi ubani omunye umuntu kade akhona ke ngesikhathi lesi bokhuluma noSimpiwe uthatha istatement sakaSimpiwe.
My lord, I just explained the basis that the first time that made me to approach Simpiwe is because in the confessions his name is mentioned. And in the process of collaborating, then I had to follow what was mentioned in the confession. And then, yes, subsequently I got hold of him. I would have been with the team, with my team members. I can't recall from the top of my head who were there, my lord. But eventually we met him and he disposed the affidavit that is in the docket, my lord.
Yasho ukuthi ngeke asho ukuthi kabe kade kunjani ke lo balalesimo bahlangabezana naso ngesikhathi leso ke kusenza lokho ke kepha bagcina behlangana ke noSimphiwe ke futhi bakhulumile ngoSimphiwe kudaba lo confession noma kule ngxele confession bakhulumile ngakho lenkantolo ke futhi nakuma affidavit akhona ke khona bakhulumile ngegama lakhe ke yasho yena kungenzeka ukuthi mhlawumbe yena neqembu lakhe bahlangana naye bephelele noma kepha sakhumula ukuthi kade anobani ngesikhathi lesi behlangana noSimphiwe.
Because there you seem to have very difficulties in answering this question. Question is sketch out to this court the circumstances under which you took the statement from Simphiwe, the date, who was in your company when you took the statement, who was in the company of Simphiwe when the statement was taken, where was it taken? As you have already said, the commission, it's yourself. I just want that information, that background. The circumstances under which the statement was taken. Don't give me the reason why you have to go to Simphiwe to go and take the statement. I don't understand. I don't know. Physical moment at which the statement was taken. That's what I'm asking you.
Uyasho khona njalo ukuthi umeli ke lo mbuzo ngathi iyathanda ukuthi ukudideke mnumzana Mahlangu kube kube nzima ukuthi uphenduleke kepha ke into athanda ukuthi ayizwe noma ayazi qhamuka kuwena ke ukuthi ngabe isimo lesi enafter statement esakaSimphiwe ngabe kade kungaphansi kusimo esinjani ke nahlangana kuphi ke wasitha kuphi statement ngathi kade uhamba nobani kade akuphelekeza noma uSimphiwe yena futhi ngabe kade ahamba nobani ke ngesikhathi lesi bewuthatha statement sakhe futhi wathatha kukiphi nendawo.
My lord, I think unless my understanding of the circumstances is not the same understanding that Advocate Mnisi is having, I'm saying, and because for me those are the circumstances, under what circumstances do I then take a statement from Mr. Simphiwe Buthelezi? And I'm saying it came as a result of his name coming up in the confession. In wanting to collaborate, I'm laying the basis of the circumstances to say, how do I find myself with this person? Yes, his name is mentioned in the confession. In collaborating what is contained in the confession, my lord, then I trace this individual, we get to him, we question him, then he disposed the affidavit. Now, in terms of the date, the time and the venue, one will have to get to the statement, which is what I'm looking for, my lord, to indicate where we were. But what I do recall, I was not alone. That I would never, because we were working as a team. But as to where, I'll have to check where the statement was commissioned and the date, to be specific insofar as that part of the question my lord is concerned.
Uyasho khona ke njalo ke umfakazi ukuthi malana nodaba lokuthi isimo awathatha ku statement lesi ngabe kade kuyisimo esinjani ke la yasho khona ukuthi igama lomlisa lo laqhamuka ku confession ngemuva kokuthi igama lomlisa liqhamuka ku confession kula khona ke nake wenza ke ukusesha icala acingana nalomlisa amfuna kepha uma gcina sakumfunile la konke akwenza noma uhlelo lwakhe alenzileke lukhona la ngaphakathi ku-document leli aliphethe la ecethe inkantolo imuphi isikhathi esanese ukuthi abuke futhi athole ukuthi ngabe i-statement saSimphiwe wasithatha kiphi nendawo ngasiphi isikhathi futhi ngaliphi ilanga ngoba uye kade commissioner i-statement sakaSimphiwe.
Thank you, Brigadier. On your behalf, I will implore this court to be a bit patient so that you get that information to be in a position to answer my question, because this is very crucial.
Ngiyabonga ke umeli futhi asho ukuthi inkantolo ikuphi isikhathi esanele ukuthi ucingane nestatement leso ke bese uyasitshela ukuthi ngabe lokho kwenza kuphi nendawo.
Yes, we are checking it, my lord. We'll get it now. Yeah.
Uyasho kumfaka sibasibheka ke futhi uzosithola njengamanje.
As it is a court matter, just a bit of an indulgence to enable the Brigadier to go through his documents.
But was it taken in Johannesburg or in Durban?
Ngabe basatha lana eGoli noma eThekwini?
My lord, I think it will be my recollection. I think it. Yeah, my lord, I want to say, perhaps if the court can just bear with me. Let me just find the right location.
Uyasho kumfakazi ukuthi akafuni ukuthi inkulumo ekungasiqiniswa kepha ecethe inkantolo imuphi nje sithi so uthi acingane nestatement lesi bese asithola.
And incidentally, I remember I asked what cost, if you knew, what caused the death of Simphiwe Buthelezi.
Yes,
because you said he died.
Yes, my lord.
Then I'm sure I asked.
You did ask, my lord.
And what was the answer then?
Kade buza ke futhi inkosi enkantolo ukuthi naye ecabanga ukuthi yabuza ukuthi ngabe yini imbangela yakhokhela ukuthi Simphiwe ke ashoneke ngabe kade ithini impendulo yalokho ke umfakazi uyacabanga.
My lord, perhaps let me stick to what the death certificate says, natural causes.
Yeah, fine.
Yes.
Athi malana nohlelo lo death certificate la basho khona ukuthi umuntu ubulewe yini ke yabhala ukuthi ubulewe ke isifo esijwayelekile.
My lord. Yes. So the statement, my lord, was taken at NATCOMS, meaning the National Commissioner's Office in Pretoria. The date was 2020-07-04, and the time when it was taken is 2018. In other words, 2000 hours, 18 minutes. That's when it was taken. And it was commissioned by me.
Yes, istatement lesiphatha lana ke ePretoria kumahhovisi wabo ke ngomnyaka 2018 ngenyanga 2020/07/04 isikhathi sakhona ke kade ku20 bese ngemizuzu ewu18 ngemuva kohora laka 8 ebusuku.
Yes.
Thank you. That is the date and the date and the place. National office, I think I assume it was here in Pretoria.
Specifically the office of the National Commissioner, yes, that's the office we're using in 2020, my lord. My office was also there.
Shuthi lapho ke national office kumahhovisi wenu wonke national yashuthi yebo ke la ePretoria wa ihhovisi lakhe nalo ke kade lapho ke ngonyaka 2020.
Thank you. Now, where did you find this Simpiwe? Where was he staying?
Wamthola kuphi kuSimpiwe ngabe dahlala kuphi nendawo?
My lord, he was found, my recollection, he was found initially when this incident happened, he was staying in Vosloorus, but the investigation led to him being found in KZN, I think in Wanongoma area, but he was found by the team that was led by the late Sergeant Mabena, and then after they found him, they then brought him to my office, my lord, in Pretoria.
Uyasho ukuthi uSimpiwe ngesikhathi sesigameko uSimpiwe kade hlala khona la eVosloorus kepha ke iqembu lakhe ke lamthola ukuthi ukucabanga kwakhe ukukhumbula kwakhe ke nangokomkhumbulo wakhe bamthola kwaNongoma ke ekhaya ethola iqembu lakhe nomnumzana uSergeant Mabena.
So let me get this clear. Simpiwe was residing at Wanongoma and he had to be transported for this statement to Pretoria by the team that comprised of Mabena and others. Are you then saying you personally were not there when he was driven from Wanongoma to Pretoria, or when he was fetched from Wanongoma to Pretoria for purposes of taking the statement?
Umele athi uma uzwa kahle kusho ukuthi uSimpiwe ke iqembu lakho futhi kade laholwa ke umnumzana uMabena ke bamthola uSimpiwe le kwaNongoma manje melana nawe mathupha ngabe kade ungekho ngesikhathi lekade behambile bebheke KZN futhi bemthatha KZN bemletha ngala ePretoria kumahhovisi wenu noma kade ukhona?
No, yes, my lord, that's what I'm saying. I was not there when he was found. He was brought to me. That's why we met in Pretoria, my lord, at my office. So when he was found, I was not there, my lord.
Uyasho ke umfakazi ukuthi ngesikhathi kade bemthola ke uSimpiwe yena ke mathupha kade angekho ke futhi bamthola ke eKZN bese bamletha ke lapho ke kuyena ke emahhovisi la ePretoria.
But it was at my directive, my lord, that he must be traced and found based on the collaboration of the confession, my lord. So I gave the details to the tracing team to actually locate him. And when he was found and I was notified, then I made a request that he must be brought to Pretoria, my lord.
Uyasho khona njalo ukuthi yena ke walandela ke udaba le confession kula wathi khona ukuthi abacingana nalomuntu egcine bemthola ke imuthi bamthole ke bese nawenza ukuthi abamlethe la kuyena kungakho yona iyona ndlela ke bagcina bamlethe kuyena leyo.
Thank you, ma'am. But just an indulgence, something that I need to take up with Mr. Mule. Now, you upon your arrival, actually upon their arrival, that is Simpiwe and the team that has brought you that they brought him over here to Pretoria. Then upon their arrival, then they ushered him to you, not so.
Mnumzana Brigadier ngemuva ukuthi ke bafike ke uSimpiwe futhi iqembu lakho ke lezesiphoyisa bamletha kuwe bamnikeza wena ke asinjalo.
Asha, I'm not so sure, my lord, what Asha, to what extent he was brought to my attention, my lord. That's the extent of it.
Yasho ukuthi akanazo iqiniseko seligama leli ukuthi Asha ukuthi ngabe ukuthi ngeke phamelana nolwazi lakhe ke bamletha kuyena.
The term usher, those are words that were used by William Shakespeare. It simply means he was brought to you.
My understanding is different, my lord. So I'm not sure how you usher is a suspect, a person of interest. That's why I said I don't. So my understanding is different with greatest respect.
That is Shakespearean English. William Shakespeare, he was an English writer.
Yeah, but still, we're talking about a person of interest.
In essence, that simply means upon their arrival here, they said, Brigadier Kininda, on the basis of your instruction, we have found him alive, and here we are bringing him to you, Brave Emmanuel. In other words, long hairs, Brave Emmanuel. Now. Usuzobona ke wena ukuthi wenzani.
Yasho khona njalo ke umeli uthi ke amagama ke lawa asetshenziswa ke umbhalo wami zokuthi William Shakespeare ukuthi Asha ukuthi mhlawumbe amletha kuwena ke umuntu loyo ke uyasho ukuthi yena ke ngendlela azwisisa ngayo igama leli uzwe ngendlela yehlukile ke kepha uyasho ukuthi umeli uthi bamletha bathi Brigadier Kininda ngemuva kwesicelo sakho ke nawe ke lo mlisa sesimletha kuwena.
My lord, let us just agree that he was introduced to me, brought to my attention, introduced to me, I introduced myself, and we then engaged. I interviewed him regarding this matter, and that interview led to the disposal of this affidavit.
Uyasho ke umfakazi ukuthi ke bamtshela ukuthi nawe ke lo muntu bamazisa ukuthi nawe umlisa othizeni igama lakhe ubani ke eqembu lakhe futhi ungemuva kwalokho ke bahlala phansi khona ke bese baba nenkulumo ke khona ke le eyagcina ke ifinga noma isiphela ke kulohlelo lo abalibhalile phambi kwenkantolo.
Thank you, Brigadier. Now, upon his arrival, when you received him, was somebody else accompanying him or he was just alone?
Ngemuva ukuthi afike lapho ke emahhovisweni umbuzo ukuthi ngabe kade khona yini umuntu kade amphelekezela noma kade ahamba yedwa.
My lord, was brought to my office by the police, the team that I've dispatched. As I said, it was led by the late Sergeant Mapenda. They brought him to me, and I had an interview with him in my office. No one else. There was no one else when I interviewed him, and subsequently the statement was taken.
Uyasho ukuthi ke malana nolwazi lakhe ke kade walethwa osele angasekho ke kade wahola ke iqembu lelo komnumzana uMabhena futhi nabezesiphoyisa ibona abaletha uSimphiwe lapha emahhovisini wakhe futhi bagcina ke behlala phansi ke baba nenkulumo ke futhi athi angekho ke omunye umuntu. Was there no one else during the interview?
Yeah, it was me and the deponent.
Yasibona ngathi ngesikhathi kade benenkulumo ke yena ke noSimphiwe ke kade kungekho omunye umuntu kade kuye futhi nalo kade ebhala ke lana ke uSimphiwe.
When I said was there somebody else, I mean to the exclusion of the police, somebody private, except for members of the police. But you are saying when you spoke to him, it was only yourself and him, not so. In other words, there was nobody else. Is that what you're saying?
Ngabo ukuthi kade angekho ke omunye umuntu kade akhona ke lapho ke kade ke ayimele ukuthi ngesikhathi esubhala statement lesi kade kuwe uSimphiwe kuphela ngaphandle kwabezesiphoyisa.
Yes, that's true, my lord. That's how I would have. That's my recollection, and that's how I would have conducted the interview because I wouldn't want the third person to be there for no purpose, my lord.
Uyasho ukuthi yebo malana nolwazi lakhe ke iyona indlela ke awayenza inkulumo yakhe noNomlisa ubamisile uSimphiwe ngalo hlelo loloke ngoba kade kungaphoqeleki ukuthi bekho umuntu wesithathu lapho ke ngaphakathi.
Now, when you interacted him, what were your observations, or how did you find him to be in terms of his mental health?
Ngesikhathi kade unaye ke lapho ke ngabe wambona ke kade kumuntu onjani malana nesimo sakhe sempilo.
My lord, I can't recall because I didn't examine him. The purpose of my interview was to establish his name being in the confession, and I established that we could understand each other. He walked in the office, he was walking.
Yes.
As to his mental health, that question didn't arise insofar as the purpose of the interview was concerned. So I don't want to speculate, my lord, because it didn't arise nowhere in my interview. It was insofar as establishing whether he can corroborate what was contained in the confession, and he did corroborate it, my lord.
Yasumelana lesimo sakhe ke sempilo angeke akhona ukukhuluma ngodaba lokho ngoba yena akaze amhlole ukuthi kade kumuntu onjani malana nesimo sakhe sempilo kepha ke wazama wangena ku Simphiwe na ehambela ke yena ke bese ke ngokuthi angeneke nokubese ukukhulumisana naye wazama ukuthola ukuthi ngabe yena ke uxhumana kanjani nale confession lena ke bese ngena bese kakhuluma ke.
Thank you, Brigadier. I think it came up in a different. I know you are not a psychologist or a mental doctor, but based on your experience and as a seasoned officer for all these years, when you interacted him, did you find that he was just a normal person or something was amiss with him?
Yabonga ke ummeli ke kepha ke uyazi ukuthi malana neminyaka ke unayo futhi nesipilo nosunaso ke lapha emkhakha wakho zesiphoyisa nasasha amacala ke umbuzo ukuthi ngesikhathi lesi futhi yazi ukuthi awuyena kodokotela ozemicabango kepha ke ngesikhathi esizokhuluma naye ke ngimalana nendlela owambona ngayo ngabe kade kumuntu abukeka engaphansi kusimo esinjani.
My lord, as I said, it looks okay, and I'm saying I didn't focus on the medical part because it didn't arise. And when I was with him, insofar as my interaction and his responses, they were normal. But if the question is whether was he physically healthy, I can't say that because I didn't venture into that aspect, my lord. But during my interaction, he was normal. He spoke to me. We understood each other up to the time we were done, my lord, with the statement.
Uyasho ukuthi na ke lo mbuzo ukuthi ngabe kade kanjani malana nesimo sakhe somcabango noma isimo sakhe sempilo ke akaze ke ufike udaba lolo lapho ke emcabangweni wakhe kepha ke ngendlela umona ngayo ke kade kumuntu odabukeka ke engaphansi kwesimo nje sikahle futhi bakhulumisana njengendlela ejwayelekile bazwana ke bazofika la egcineni uthi bathathe noma abhale statement sakhe.
Thank you, Brigadier. You know, accused number 3, Mr. Mube, requests me to tell you that we are not making a mistake. You're not making a mistake.
Umnumzana Mncube athi ngitshela ukuthi wena ke awenzile iphutha noma awulenzile iphutha.
When you told this court that Simphiwe Buthelezi and accused number 3 knew each other.
Ngokuthi ke uSimphiwe Buthelezi futhi nomswala wesithathu kade bezana.
He says it is indeed so because they are from the same area. They are from the same area, however, in the larger area of KwaNongoma.
Athi yebo khona kunjalo iqiniso lele olukhulume phambi kwenkantolo ukuthi bona kade besazana ngoba baqhamuka esigodini esisodwa esigodini ngaphansi esigodi sodwa esigodi sakwaNongoma kepha isigodi esikhulu ke leso.
I think that you will welcome. You say no, that's true.
Well, it is true, my lord, because in the statement of Simphiwe Memela, that's what he says. He says he knows accused 3 and 4, but specifically says he is closer, or rather he was closer to accused number 3. So the statement of the deceased, now being Mr. Buthelezi, says that as well, my lord. So I think we're in agreement.
Athi yebo iqiniso ke lelo ke ngoba umnumzana wakhuluma la kwi-statement sakhe umnumzana uSimphiwe Buthelezi ukuthi uyamazi ke umsola wesithathu futhi nomsola wesine ke futhi kepha yena kade akusondele noma kade asondelene ke nomsola wesithathu.
Thank you, Brigadier. However, the following information is what transpired when allegedly his statement was taken.
Yabonga ke ummeli futhi yasho ukuthi kulolwazi ololandelayo ke kepha ulwazi oluqhamuka nesikhathi statement esikade sithathwa.
I'm listening, my lord.
Now, there is information that this court is going to receive. There's actually a witness that this court that would come and tell this court certain information. However, because of security reasons, we would request that his identity should not be disclosed now.
Yasho ukuthi kunomfakazi ke othizeni ke ozofika le nkantolo atshele inkantolo malana nofakazi bakhe obulandelayo ke kepha ngembangela ngoba ngesizathu sokuthi akhuseleke ke uyacitha igama lalomfakazi bangalikhulumi manje.
But very surely, when time is ripe and when time comes for that witness to be caught, I don't know whether it's a he or she. You know, sometimes these days there are people that our brothers and sisters that are referred to as they. You see. So I'm not so sure whether this is a he or she or a they, but whoever that they are, when time comes, that person will come and tell the court the following.
Uyasho khona ukuthi akanaso isiqiniseko ukuthi ngabe umuntu wesimame noma umuntu wesilisa ke lona ke kepha ke yasho ukuthi uma sekufika isikhathi esilungile noma isikhathi esikahle lo muntu ozofika atshele inkantolo lokho kulandelayo.
Number 1, that Simphiwe, that this person knows Simphiwe Buthelezi.
Okokuqala ukuthi lo muntu lona ke yasho ukuthi uyamazi uSimphiwe Buthelezi.
Number 2, that this person knows that Simphiwe Buthelezi had been serving a sentence in a jail at KZN.
Futhi umuntu uyasho ukuthi uSimphiwe Buthelezi kade ke angaphansi kwesigwebo kwintilongo yase KZN amajele ngaphansi kwejele lase KZN.
Number 3, that when he was serving, he got afflicted mentally, and then they had to place him on a mental parola. In other words, they had to take him because of his mental challenges to go and serve his sentence at home. That is number 3.
Futhi kwesithathu ngesikhathi lesi kade ngaphansi kwesigwebo sakhe ngaphansi kwejele lase KZN kulabantu bakhona ukugula malana nezomcabango malana nokomcabango futhi emuva kwalokho ke kwamphoqa ukuthi ahambe aqede isigwebo sakhe ngaphansi lapho ekhaya.
Number 4, while so serving his sentence at home as a result of that fact that he was released in a mental condition, a team of investigators then arrived where Simphiwe Buthelezi was staying, including yourself.
Futhi ke iphuzu lesi4 ukuthi khona ke njalo ngesikhathi lesi kade aqedele isigwebo sakhe elapho ke ekhaya ke ngoba ngembangela ukuthi wathola ke uphazamiseka malana nezomcabango wakhe noma ungaphili kahle hle wena ke futhi neqembu lakho ke nafika lapho ke ekhaya lakhe noma kubo.
And indeed, you wanted to have a conversation with him. However, due to the fact that you could observe, when I say you, I mean the collective, the police, they could observe that his understanding of issues mentally was challenged. You then requested, when I say you again, I mean as a collective, you then requested this person that I am referring to as either a they, he or she, to accompany him with you to Pretoria, where you were to come and take his statement.
Ngemuva kokuthi uboneke ukuthi umlisa lona akaphilile kahle hle wena ke neqembu lakho ke ngizosho ngithi wena ke futhi neqembu lakho ohamba nalo ke nacela lo muntu lo akade ukukhuluma ngakho akazi ukuthi umuntu wesilisa noma umuntu wesimame noma umuntu mhlawumbe ayishintsha ke ubulili bakhe ke uthi zeni aphelekeze ke Simphiwe lona ke qhanga lapho ekhaya nize nifince la ePitori.
Now, number 6. You personally, no, let me not say personally, because I don't know where the money came from. Whether it came from the slush fund, whether it came from your own pocket or whatever, I don't know. But then the team that was led by you then decided to buy a cell phone for this Simphiwe Buthelezi. For whatever reason, this person will not know.
Wena ke futhi ashuthi wona ke mathupha kepha wona iqembu lakho ke noma akazi imali mhlawumbe nayithola kuphi ke mhlawumbe ngaphansi kofana noma imali enayikhipha emakhuphini enu ke nakho isinqumo sokuthi nithenge ke umakhala ekhukhwini nithengele ko Simphiwe.
And number 7.
6.
Is it 6, my lord?
Yeah.
Thank you, my lord. Now, number 6. Excuse me?
It's 7.
I think it's 7.
Okay.
Yes. Now, number 7. This person knew Simphiwe very well.
Kuphuzu lesikhombisa ke lo muntu ke kade amazi uSimphiwe nje kakhulu.
Just there are 7 points which I have mentioned, and the reason why I decided to mention them as a collective is because I did not want any of them to elude my mind in their sequence. See, you can comment if you want to comment. Thank you.
Athi ungaphendula ke ngemuva kwaliphuzu lesikhombisa ke uma ngathanda ukuthi uphefumule usitshele ngaze malana nakho wona wonke lamaphuzu mangabe uyakhona ukuthi zeni ukhulume ngawo.
Yes, my lord, I would like to comment.
Thank you.
So, firstly, my lord, it is not true, and I can put it strongly to say it's a lie, that I went to Simphiwe Buthelezi's house. I don't know it, standing here today. Not that day when he was picked up, no, even after we were trying to obtain a death certificate. So, I do not know his home residence, and I was not part of that team.
Uyasho khona njalo umfazi ukuthi okokuqala angathanda aphendule malana nalokho kade kunyaka ummeli ke futhi asho ukuthi okokuqala ke akulona ke iqiniso lele kwamanga phecelezi ngoba yena ke kade angekho ngesikhathi lesikade behamba beya lapha ekhaya la kaSimphiwe emlanda ka uSimphiwe futhi nangesikhathi lesi kade benda i-death certificate yakhe naka yena kade angekho akakwazi ukuba uSimphiwe.
Secondly, my lord, with greatest respect as well, my lord, it defies logic to me in saying you find a person in KZN whom you can see is not in a good state, health-wise, mentally. And the only reason you want to engage with this person is to take a statement, but you decide to actually drive this person all the way from KZN to Pretoria to do the same exercise. Why not take a statement in KZN if that was the case? So that was
buying a phone also.
I was coming there, my lord.
I see.
Yes, I was coming there, my lord. So I wanted to deal with it in point forms as they were put to me. There might not be a proper sequence, my lord.
Ati futhi ke okwesibili ke lokho kena ke akwenza imicabango noma umkhumbulo nje okahle ukuthi ke umuntu uyamfica ekhona lapha ekhezetheni umuntu othizeni ke uma ubona umuntu othizeni akaphilile kahle hle mana nesimo sakhe zempilo futhi nesimo sakhe zomcabango kungani ukuthi umthathe ekhezetheni uqhambe naye ushayele ke imoto uqhambe ekhezetheni bese umletha la ePitoli ubona ukuthi umuntu akaphilile kahle kungani statement leso ngavimane usithathe khona lapho ke ekhezetheni bese inkantolo inkosi inkantolo asho ukuthi mana nodaba locingo lona kuthini ngalo ke bezathuma umfakazi kulo daba locingo usazokhuluma ke futhi ngalo.
Secondly, thirdly, my lord, maybe let me not put the sequence form. With regard to the cell phone, perhaps let me start with the statement. My engagement with Mr. Buthelezi, my lord, resulted in this affidavit. And this affidavit, which is A158, that's the one we're referring to, collaborators, as I've said, the party that implicates accused number 3 and 4. Now, what will be the purpose of giving him a phone, let alone the illegalities of it? What will be the purpose? Because after this statement was given to me, my lord, there was no other reason or engagement I had with him. He collaborated this part, the statement was filed in the docket. All that we were waiting for was for him to consult with the state as and when the matter presumed. There was no further engagement from me. So I don't understand why, firstly, will I, be it my team in my presence, utilize a cell phone at the state's expense. For what purpose, my lord? It's not allowed, but it also defies logic. For what purpose? Because our engagement, my lord, as I've said, it is insofar as Sergeant Mohane is involved, and I was not there when he dealt with him insofar as the Marikana cases with accused number 2. When I came across him on this specific date, he disposed this affidavit, and our relationships they ended there, my lord. Nothing else had transpired.
Uyasho-ke khona njalo ukuthi futhi uma kajobela-ke incazelo yakhe-ke umphakazi udaba locingo ngeke kube lona udaba lwenzomcabango-ke lolo-ke ngoba yena-ke asho ukuthi inkulumo yakhe futhi nalomlisa lokhu Simphiwe kade imayelana nohlelo lwestatimende lolu olukhona lapha kwenkantolo aphethe-ke umphakazi ekuthizeni benze istatimende lesi-ke ngoba igama lakhe laqhamuka kwesikhathi sama-confession futhi nokuthi iyazana uxhumana kanjani noma uhlangana kanjani nomsola wesithathu futhi nomsola wesineke kulapho bakhulumisana ngakho nje lokho kuphela mayelana nodaba lwestatimende lesi ukuthizeni kumanye amacala abomarikana ngesikhathi sakade asebenzisana noma kade asebenza-ke nomzana uMohane akangeni-ke lapho kucala semarikana-ke futhi wathatha istatimende lesi-ke bese bagcina lapho-ke wamela ukuthi ihlangothi lezokushushiso luhlangane naye kweSimphiwe bese bakhulumisane ngodaba lwestatimende.
Further, my lord, and it's something that I can, if advocate needs me to pursue it so that we can deal with facts, I'm prepared to do that, to approach the State Correctional Services that is referring to and really establish as to whether this person was released on parole due to mental conditions, because I've never had such. My understanding is that if that had to be the case, because of the mental condition, he would have been referred to the mental institution. I've never heard a government department throwing someone on the street who is not mentally okay, because in essence, that's what it means. He's incarcerated, there's mental problems with him, and then he's then released to get what medical attention, my lord. I've not heard of this. And that is why I'm saying with greatest respect, perhaps, because this is his instruction, it's what he's being told. We can, and I'm willing to do that, to pursue this correctional center and really find the records, because the records should state that indeed he was released for mental condition, but I doubt very much, and I must say that with greatest respect. All I can say, my lord, is that when I engaged him, I did not see any signs of him being mentally disturbed. We spoke to each other, and indeed, Mr. Mnisi confirmed that he knows accused number 3 in particular, because what Advocate Mnisi said about accused 3 with Mr. Simphiwe Buthelezi, it's what the same person says, that I know accused 2, 3, and 4, but I'm more closer to accused number 3. And in this statement, he says, we come from the same area in Wanongoma. So how could this person be mentally disturbed? Because I didn't know him, my lord. So this information came only from the deponent of this statement, because this assertion was not told to me at that stage. The only person who told me this, which is now confirmed by accused number 3, is the deponent. If this person was mentally disturbed, how did he know this information, my lord?
Uyasho khona njalo-ke umfakazi mayelana nodaba lwakhe atajubela-ke futhi ukuthi ngenkulu-ke inhlonipho kuyacela ukuthi uma ngaba-ke inkantolo iphoqa ukuthi baletheke ufakazi oqondile enkantolo kuwukuthi yena-ke uma umnumzane Mnisi ufuna ukuhamba ngalo hlangothi lolo-ke kuwukuthi bahambe-ke futhi aye lapho-ke kule jela kade avalelwe kuyona-ke umlisa lona-ke athole khona ukuthi ngabe yini isizathu sami esithi bamdedele ngaphakathi nohlelo lakashwele-ke iparole ukuthi ngabe bamdede ngoparole noma kade bakazi bamdede ngoparole ngoba ngolwazi lakhe-ke uyasho khona ukuthi umuntu uma esejele-ke engaphilile kahle ngezomcabango noma ngesimo sekwezempilo-ke abavame ukuthi bamdede akahamba ekhaya bava ukuthi bamthathe bamiliseke kwindawo la khona-ke igulane khona-ke bese bamlaphe ehlezi khona lapho-ke bese aqedele isigwebo sakhe lapho-ke kepha ngodaba lona ngendlela lakhuluma ngayo umnumzane uMnisi akuvame ukuthi kwenze kanjalo-ke kepha uma ngabe umnumzane akhe uMnisi uyaphuqa ukuthi bahambe ngalo hlangothi lolo-ke yena-ke uyimise ukuthi ahambe athole kule jele lelo-ke ukuthi ngabe yini isizathu esamdedela ngoba bayabhala phansi kunamarekhodi ababhala kuwona ukuthi yini isizathu uma ngabe nje bekhipha-ke umuntu nokuthi futhi uma besamkela umuntu futhi khona-ke njalo-ke futhi uqhubeka washo khona njalo ukuthi esikhathini esiningi bekangeke uma abona ukuthi umlisa lona akaphile kahle umnumzane uSimphiwe Buthelezi-ke bese aqhubeka kahle istatement sakhe ukuthi aphile kahle ngemalana nezomcabango kuyena-ke futhi asho ukuthi udaba likaSimphiwe Buthelezi wakhuluma ukuthi uxhumana kanjani nomsola wesibili nomsola wesithathu futhi nomsola wesine-ke futhi washo ukuthi yena-ke usondelelene kakhulu-ke nomsola wesithathu ngoba waqhamuka ngaphansi kwesigodi esisodwa isigodi sakwaNongoma lapho-ke KZN futhi washo ukuthi yena-ke umuntu amazi kakhulu futhi asondelele naye kakhulu ukondlula komsola wesibili futhi nomsola wesine.
Lastly, my lord, if you read this statement, this A158, one will see, if it was to be read on record, my lord, that this person was on his clear senses and sober senses, my lord. That's the impression I got. I didn't get any other impression until this statement was concluded. And if you read what he says, my lord, it's of a sound mind person. Only a sound mind person can dispose, in my view, in my observation, and I'm talking to the experience that Advocate Mnisi referred to. So I did not get this assertion that he was now mentally disturbed, my lord.
Uyasho futhi khona njalo-ke umfakazi ukujobela-ke ufakazi bakhe noma inkulumo yakhe ekhulunywa phambi kwenkantolo ukuthi umlisa lona-ke esikhuluma ngaye-ke one-statement esikhona ngaphambi kwenkantolo u-A158 uSimphiwe-ke Buthelezi-ke kade kuwumuntu nje kade bonakala uma sifunda kuhlelwa phela statement noma udaba lwestatement akhulumile noma udaba olukhuluma ngaphakathi kwestatement lesi-ke kade kuwumuntu nje kade aphilile ngezomcabango futhi kade kuwumuntu oyengadakiwe noma oyengaphuzile-ke noma engabhenile ngoba konke lokwakhuluma lana-ke kade kuyinkulumo yomuntu nje ophatheke kahle.
Lastly, my lord, the last aspect perhaps I think it's important because it also relates to the cell phone. If one look at the preamble, this is now paragraph 1 of his statement, he gives his cell phone number. So meaning He had a cell phone, my lord, and I'm talking to this issue that he was now given a phone, bought a phone. If you read his statement, the first part where he identifies himself, he mentions a specific number as his cell phone number.
Athi futhi ogcina ke malana udaba locingo uma ekhuluma lapho kwistatement sakhe saka A158 ukhulumile ke la akade achaza khona ukuthi yena ke ubani wakuphi neminyaka ongakho qhamba kuphi nendawo hlala kuphi nendawo ke la khona ke kunezinombolo ke asitshela zona ke zocingo lwakhe lokho kuyasitshengisa nje kabanzi noma usitshengisa nje pa ukuthi lo muntu kade kuumuntu kade analo umakhala kukhwini okuwo wakhe.
Yes, my lord, that's what I'm saying, my lord.
That's the yiko lokho kade afisa ukukhuluma ke.
Sorry, just maybe we should have cleared this up before. Was Sergeant Mohano, was he part of the group
I think, my lord, he was.
that went to?
Yes, to Nwanongoma.
Yeah,
Yes, to pick up this Simple Buteles.
it's her then, eh?
No.
It's not you.
No, it's the guy. This is the lady.
Oh, sorry.
The man, yes.
Oh, it's the guy.
Yes.
Kade ke ibuza ke inkosi enkantolo ukuthi kube lokhu ikubuzile nje ngisaqala ke inkulumo lenka ngabe umnumzana uSergeant Mohane ngabe nakade kumunye waba wezisiphoyisa owahamba ubheka lapha eKZN kwaNongoma ethizeni bafince noma basesheke umlisa bameza ukuthi uSimphiwe Buthelezi athi yebo ke uyena ke futhi ngabe uyena lokho nalenkantolo ukuthi umfakazi cha akena ke uSergeant Mohane umuntu wesilisa.
Yes, Mr. Nisi. There's a challenge for you.
Excuse me, madam.
There's a challenge issued by the brigadier. You're not responding to it. The challenge, if Mr. Mnisi will agree, I can take the particulars and go to the police station to go and investigate whether in fact accused number 1 was released on medical parole because these records...
No, not
these
accused
records,
number 1. Not accused number. I think the witness, the Simpiwe.
The witness, sorry. The witness, not accused number 1.
Yes.
The witness Simpiwe.
Yes, madam.
Futhi inkosi enkantolo yasho ukuthi kunodaba la ummeli angaphendulile mayelana nalo lokuthi umfakazi ubrigadier ukhulumile ukuthi yena ke uyimisele uma ngaba ke ummeli omele umsola wesithathu afuna ukuthi ke umfakazi ahambe lohlangothi lolonke lokuthi ahambe lapho ngaphansi kwejeleleli akade yagujwe ngaphansi kwana makade agcina kulona ke umnumzana uSimphiwe Buthelezi abheke mayelana nama record akhona ke abakade bashicilele ukuthi ngabe yini imbangela mesizathu sakhokhela ethize cebe bemdedela ke ngeparole noma ngishweleke ngabe kangaphili kahle ngezomcabango noma kangaphili kahle ngezempilo yini.
As it please the court, my lord, if it's a challenge to me, then I'm going to respond by saying I'll have to take instructions from our instructing attorneys. I cannot as of now take a decision that Brigadier Kilinda should go there. We're very cautious.
We also can
to the papers, but I'll have to take instructions in the regard.
Not from the attorneys. I thought you... Oh, okay, fine. I hear you.
Yes.
I hear you.
Yes.
Ati
The court would note that I am only a creature of instructions here. Yes.
athi lokho ke komphoqa ukuthi akhonisane ke nommeli osebenzela yena ke uthi zathole ke inkulumo yalokho kepha futhi ayibophele ngaphambi kwenkantolo.
Thank you, my lord. Now, Brigadier, you saying soon after you took his statement with a view to try find corroboration of whatever nature that you wanted to find, then you had nothing to do with this person. Is that what you told this court?
Mnumzana Brigadier ngabosho ukuthi ngemuva ukuthi uqede uthatha istatement sakho ke ethize ngithole uxhumanisa lokhu kade uxhumanisa noma hlanganisa lokho kade uhlanganisa ke okwaqhamuka egama lomlisa ngisho uthize ngemuva ukuthi uqede uthatha istatement sakhe akukho waphinda akukho lutho olaphina la kuhlanganisa naye lomlisa.
My lord, yes, that's what I said. But perhaps let me just go back to the part that Advocate Mnisi responded to.
No, but my question, Brigadier, understand, is that what you said? And then you said yes. Then you'll have to wait for me then to answer you a question. If there is something that you want to go back to, you will have to discuss that with Advocate Baloyi in re-examination. Do you understand?
Athi ngabe uthize ngabe kade kuyebo yini impendulo onikezile inkantolo athi yebo first athi uma ngabe ukho kepha uma unencazelo ongathanda ukuthi ujobele ngaphezulu kwenkulumo yakho ke lokho kufanele ukukhulume noAdvocate uBaloyi omele ehlangothi lezombuso uma sekabuya futhi abuza ke imibuzo lenkantolo.
Alternatively, you've got to request an indulgence from the court, and the court says no, it's fine, you can revisit what you want to revisit, because court is the manager of the proceedings. Do you understand? That's how it works in court.
Noma ke ucele kwinkosi enkantolo ukuthi zeni ukhulume kodaba lakho ke lolonke lona hlelo ke esivamile usebenze ngalo ke lenkantolo inkosi enkantolo engakunika engakutshela ukuthi yebo qhubeka lenkulumo yakho noma ungaqhubeki nenkulumo yakho.
Yes.
My lord, I understand how the court works, and my understanding, my response, what I wanted to say was in relation to what Advocate Mnisi said, and I don't mind asking the court the permission to respond to what he said, because the question put it to him as to whether he's up to the challenge, and his response was to an extent, and that's the part I wanted really to deal with, not the other part. When he said, because I took exception to that part, when he said he's not certain as to what will happen to the documents if they are picked up by me. So I'm reading it differently, and that's why I wanted to deal with that aspect. Taking instructions from his attorneys, I don't mind. But when an assertion is given as if documents, when they are taken by me, they will come up, because that's how I'm reading it differently than how they were obtained. I think it's a serious indictment, my lord, and that's why I wanted to deal with it, and I take exception in that regard.
Athi uyazi ukuthi inkantolo isebenza ngayiphi ke indlela, kepha mina nodaba lolu kade inkantolo elibuza kumele ukuthizeni ngabe ukhuluma ngabe uphendula ngabe ithini yini impendulo kumina nodaba lolu kade alikhulumile lo mlisa lo Simphi uthi kade yasejele futhi washo ukuthi kumele yena ke udaba lolu ke uyothi alisale emuva nomeli wakhe omncane omsebenzelayo, ngoba yena ke lapho ubona ukuthi mhlawumbe ngendlela azwisise ngayo ke uzwisise ngendlela yena ayizwe ngayo ke ukuthi mhlawumbe udaba lolu udaba ushuthi kumele balisale emuva bangamane balidedela nje kuphela.
Thank you, Brigadier. I won't dwell in that. That is how you interpreted it to me. I'm in no control of your mind on how you interpret things, but nonetheless, you answered my question by saying yes. After you took his statement, then you had nothing to do with him. Now, my follow-up question to that answer is, would you not have liked him to come and repeat what he said in the statement that you are alleging that you got from him, rather than to have nothing to do with him?
Uyasho khona njalo ke ummeli ukuthi yena ke uyabonga futhi ngazela kepha ke mina nefuthi nempendulo ositshela yona ke kepha bongekho futhi washo khona njalo ukuthi ngemuva kokuthi uthathe statement lesi sakhe ke akunalutho waphinda wakhlanganisa naye noma waxhumanisa naye ke kepha umbuzo ukuthi bongekho uthande yini ethizeni uphinde futhi ukhulumisane naye ukuthi abuye futhi azokhuluma lokho akhuluma ku statement sakhe.
My lord, I'll deal, because it's a twofold type of a question. Let me deal with the last part. Yes, I think any IO, my lord, when you obtain evidence or statement from witnesses, you will want such people to obviously come forward and tell the court what they've said to you, my lord. That's the first part.
Uyasho ukuthi yebo lokho uma ngabe umseshi bonke abaphenyi bamacala uma bethatha ama statement yakhe kubantu kubafakazi ke banokuthanda ukuthi abafakazi babo babalethe ngaphambi kwenkantolo futhi bazokuthula ufakazi babo lo babaphathile kuma statement akokepha amaphuzu amabini ke uzobuya futhi ngephuzu lakhe lesibili.
Then the first part, my lord, to say I had nothing to do with him, I think it must not be read in the context of saying I discarded him. I meant we met, he gave me the statement that corroborated what was contained in the confession. From that time up to the time that he passed away, my lord, there was no reason for me to engage him, and that is why I'm saying there would have been a time for engagement when the state advocate says I want to consult with this person, or if out of this investigation something necessitated me to go to him, of course, my lord, I was going to go to him. So I'm not saying I discarded him, I had no use for him. I'm saying for the purpose of what I needed to do, I obtained the statement, it was corroborated, and I carried on with other investigations.
Uyasho ukuthi malana udaba lokade alikhumuthe kade anganalutho oluphenda lomxhumanisa naye bekangasho ngalendlela mhlawumbe ummeli ngalendlela ummeli athe wayezwisisa ngayo ke kepha yena ukuthi yena ke wamthatha bakhuluma phansi bahlala bobabili ke ngenhloso ukuthi ke ahambisane nofakazi ade bukhona ke phambi kuma confessions ade athathiwe futhi negama lakhe laqhamuka ngesikhathi kade khuluma ama confession ke uze kufinye isikhathi esashona ngaso ke kula kade bakhuluma khona ke futhi akazaphinde bakhulume emuva kwalokho ke kepha uma ngabe ihlangothi lezo umbuso ade lemfuna futhi umuntu lona ke noma yena ade amfuna futhi mhlawumbe asithi mhlawumbe qhamuke olunye udaba lufakazi ngesikhathi lesi kade nakasesha icala lelike bekazohamba amvakashela lapha ekhaya lakhe akhulumisana naye futhi ke uthola ke obunye ufakazi.
Sorry, was he subpoenaed as a witness?
No, my lord. By the time we wanted to consult, even at the consultation stage, he had unfortunately passed on. So when we said when we said with Advocate Baloyi to say now, let's look at these witnesses, because it was around that time when I discovered the purpose was to get to him, arrange a consultation with the state advocate, and that's when we discovered that he passed on.
When did he pass on?
My lord, one will have to get to his death certificate, my lord. I'll look for it and then give the court a specific date. But we have a death certificate.
Kade ke futhi inkosi enkantolo ibuza ke kumfakazi okhona phambi kwenkantolo ukuthi ngabe umfakazi lona ke ngabe wathola yini amaphepha amtshela ukuthi kumele ukuthi aze ngaphambi kwenkantolo azothula ufakazi bakhe ke uyasho ukuthi umfakazi cha ngeshwa ke washona ngaphambi ukuthi senzeke uhlelo lolonke ngoba kulabo bathola khona ke indaba zokushona kwakhe ngesikhathi lesi belungisa amaphepha amasuphina ngesingisi amasuphina kabe la maphepha abavame ukuthi bawasayinise abafakazi ukuthi zingone beze bakhumisa nenhlangothi lezombuso ke ngemuva kwalokho bese bezenkantolo bezothula kufakazi bakhe ke bese yabuza ke inkosi enkantolo ukuthi ngabe washona ngaliphi ilanga bese athi ke umfakazi uyacela ukuthi abheke ngaphakathi kulohlelo lakhe le death certificate lolu lusitshela ukuthi umuntu ushone kuphi ngabe futhi yini inhloso noma imbangela embulele.